Hey guys, it's Thursday night, January 3rd. I just finished watching the latest episode of X-Files. And I'm not sure I want to get involved in another series because I'm obviously way behind on series. I'm not very good at keeping up with them. But I want to kind of cover this. They're calling it season 11, episode 1. So they're not like they're starting off with a new season 1, and so they're not doing that. So but I did want to kind of talk about it a little bit because I kind of enjoyed, I was a real big fan of the very first one, the 10 seasons of the X Files, and I was a fan of the movies. Less a fan of the movies, more a fan of the series, um, and the David Duchovny, the Chris Carter, David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, the entire group. So what's happening in this? How are they starting off? They're starting off with Scully is having has a seizure of some kind. She's in the hospital and she's unconscious. Uh, Fox and Skinner, assistant director Skinner, are at the hospital. All kinds of concern over her, of course, and she's unconscious, and you know, so sorry about that. They have a thing where the doctor actually is taking them in to show them the scans and everything. Now, I'm going to kind of make an assumption here. I mean, they're not married, but they're still a couple. I mean, they've had a child together, supposedly, and everything. But so that gives them a certain level of privileges if they're married. There is, but if you're not married, you have to have some certain things drawn up, power of attorney, things like that, civil union things. Okay. Okay. So it's a little late. If I yawn, I'm sorry. I'm going to do this whole thing in one take. Technically, this is the second take. My furnace came on. So, but you know, so they're looking is okay. So her brain. They're looking at her brain scan. It's like a live brain scan of some kind. I'm not sure what's up with that. Um, I'm not a doctor, and so and the frontal lobe is flashing, and the doctor's like, I've never seen anything like it. And uh, and Skinner's like, oh, that's a signal. It's a dot and a dash and Morse code. And it was saying find him is what it was saying. So somehow he picks up on that. Okay, so Skinner's still there. So who else is in the show in the episode? The Monica. Remember Monica, the turncoat who ended up working for the Smoking Man? Well, she's still working for the Smoking Man. How is the Smoking Man even still alive? He's dealt with lung cancer. He has dealt with, I mean, all these other things. He's been shot by a Tomahawk missile while he was in a cave meditating. Okay, how is that man still alive? I don't get it. Well, anyway, uh, so apparently, Scully and Fox, they're an item. They had a kid together. Find him. Is this referring to finding their son because they gave him up for adoption to protect him? Is this for finding the Smoking Man? Okay, so we don't really necessarily know for certain. So at least not the beginning. Personally, I think towards the end, it's becoming more clear that she wants him to find their son, William. Okay, so they, she wakes up. Fox is still there, and she tells him she knows where the Smoking Man is, and that's where she has to go, where he has to go. He leaves the hospital after argument, starts out and is being followed by someone else. Here's the thing: he's driving what is very clearly, a modern Ford Mustang. Okay, he's upgraded from his usual FBI, 4-door sedan, sign this car out thing, and now he's driving. It's a pretty nice car. So here's the thing: he's being followed by somebody now. Just because they've been around for a while. It's a Dodge Charger. Okay, it's a 4-door Charger, and but they blanked out. I think there's a problem with Dodge and and the whole series. So they blanked out who it was, what kind of car it was. He manages to lose the guy, and then he sets himself up to follow the guy. Okay, So he follows the guy, and I mean, we're talking, overnight. Just, he's driving all night and into the next day through 3 states. Now, here's the thing about that. I can't say I liked all that much. Kind of a criticism here is the entire time that he's driving, whenever they show him driving, he's doing an internal monologue to get us information this way. And it's like they had to try. I mean, they worked really hard to pack a whole lot of information into this one episode. Um, and was it necessary? I think it was. I don't think first. I don't think it was all that necessary. Second, I think it was. I didn't. I don't think it was done artistically or very well. So I think that bothered me a little bit. Then so he follows the guy all the way down there, and it's not the Smoking Man. Okay, so it's somebody else in that cartel group that he ends up with. Who the Smoking Man it ends up talking to Skinner. Well, Skinner, he kind of turns a little bit, So remember in the series, Skinner was half the time he was with them, half the time he was, kind of against him because for this that for various reasons, and so that was kind of that. I think my biggest criticism had to be that whole method that they used to catch us up, with everything. They gave a history of the Smoking Man. Okay, his history of doing doing experiments on aliens, and his whole drive to do all this incredible stuff and get all this power. So and right on through. So I can't. It was too much. Okay. In the end, I think it's going to be a good show again, but I think they just tried to pack too much in this first episode. Did you get a chance to watch it? Was it something that you liked? Did you watch the old one? Did you enjoy it? I really liked the old one. I'm hoping the new one is going to be pretty good. Obviously David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are not the 30-something-year-olds that they were. I mean, he's in his early 50s, she's in her late 40s, that kind of thing. And I mean, they both have had totally different careers going on for years as actors, along with all of these people have. And so, but so obviously it's not that young couple. Now, do you remember in the it would have been the eighth or ninth season? There was a point where they had another couple that was so similar to them. A young woman with a red hair and a young tall dark hair guy. That they were, and they were partners. They even made an appearance. So that was kind of okay, fine. So anyway, so you tell me, what did you think about it? Did you enjoy the first episode? I hope I didn't give away any spoilers for you if you haven't watched it yet. I do highly recommend that you DVR it or TiVo it or whatever you do, you record it, and then watch it later because they packed a lot of commercials in. They knew it was going to be a big draw to have a lot of people watch. I actually didn't start watching it till it was almost half an hour into it, and there was commercials every 5 minutes. So I mean, obviously they're trying to sell the revenue. So, but hey, that's okay though. I can respect that. It's just I DVR'd it, so I fast forwarded through the commercials. What can you do? Anyway, God bless. Have a great day. This is Cameron with Bible and Blues signing out. Thank you very much.